Hey, what's up? What's up, my true tellers? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Yes, indeed. Guys, as you can see by the title, Call Us King Reign in Tight. No cancellation. These people have been out here putting all those lies they want it to happen. They want this show to be canceled. But like I said, one monkey don't stop no show. And as you can see right here, let me see if I can go ahead and put it on because YouTube have some new stuff that is going on. So as you can see right here, when it comes to Little Knox, Little Maverick, I truly believe that this right here, the season that's coming up, this is going to be his debut. I truly believe this. I don't think that when it comes to Call Us King, I don't think that Call Us King gonna go ahead and drop the ball. So let me go ahead and load the music down, and I'm gonna go and get into my commentary, guys. Oh my God, this is a lot. So let me see if I can go ahead and load the music down just a little bit. Okay. So again, guys, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And here are true tellers. We stand on our truth. We mean what we mean, and it is what it is. Okay. Everything that you see right now when it comes to this particular show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville, I called it out. And all of it is coming to pass. And like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil, okay? Ain't nobody mad but the devil. I went ahead and I called it out. All you seeing right now is these YouTubers, especially the ones that call themselves the millimeters. They want this show to be canceled. No, this show is not going to be canceled. Like I said, when it comes to Call Us King, this is not Call Us King first rodeo. Call Us King been in the game, and I don't think that Call Us King is going to be canceled just because Melody Sheree Holt is no longer on this show. Like I said, you looking at the main characters right here, the main stars right here. And I promise you, the ones gonna say, "Oh, I don't want to watch this show," they gonna be smack dab in the middle, honey. They gonna beat us. Like I said, sometimes our enemies are our biggest advertisers. They are the ones that's gonna push you, and that's real talk. So let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And guys, I want to go ahead and put this out right quick. First of all, when it comes to these reality shows, I don't take it personally, okay? I can sleep at night. To me, like I said, this is my little leisure time, like I said, they are the ones that sign up for this. So, hey, I don't take all this personal. People all in their feelings, but I don't take all this stuff personal at all. Okay. But I saw this right here. I saw this coming. I saw all this right here coming. I saw that when the next season come, I knew that when Martell came on, he made an ultimatum. He said, "You either gonna tell my story or you gonna go ahead and fire me." And you know good and well, Call Us King is not gonna go ahead and fire no Martell because Martell, like I said, he have many doors that's couldn't be open for him. He got Bravo. I don't think that he burned any bridges when it came to Bravo. And that's a very huge platform. So if he does not have Bravo, he can go with Mona Scott, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to tell you something that I saw in the spirit. And I know that it's going to come to pass because it was already spoken. Sheree is going to be on that show as well. I see it right now. Sheree Whitfield, that was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I see my girls in the house checking your booth. She said, "What's up, chat? Unapologetic real talk. It been a while. What it do?" Yes. Hashtag True Tellers. Thank you for coming in, my girl, checking your booth. Yes, indeed. So we're going to talk about Callers King. People, they've been trying to sit there and try all types of ways to go and get this man canceled. Looking at Google, I could sit there and type anything on Google. And trust me, most likely, if I'm looking for whatever, it's going to show it. But that does not mean that it's accurate. The minute when I saw where, I don't know if it was Martell or Ariane Curry went ahead and post that child pictures, I say right there, they filming. They are filming. I promise you guys, you could take it to the bank because I've been saying it for a long time. They are filming. And what I think right here is that Martell came in and he went and picked his son up, and Ariane brought him to him. So that's how they're gonna ease it up. And nobody can get mad and say, "Oh, I can't believe that Martell is filming with uh, Lil Maverick." I can't believe that. Yeah, I could believe it because Martell would love to film with all of his children. Like I said, Melody dropped the ball. Melody dropped the ball because she was all in her feelings and she was all about telling a false story. And now, when it comes to those children can't even come on TV anymore. Not because of Martell. The kids cannot come on because of Melody, because the way that Melody was using those kids to sit there and come against the father, just like Martell. And I'm gonna say all this right here is a legend. Let me make sure that I say a legend because people get all in their feelings when it comes to these reality shows. Like I say, these people ain't paying me. I'm just giving you my honest commentary. So let me say all this right here is alleged. But I truly believe that just like Martell said, they was trying to use his kids against him, even when it came to producers, allegedly. Martell told Tasha K that, the producer was saying which one you favor, your mom or your dad, and then Melody, she taking the kids out of their beds and going and spy on Ariane and Martell. But I think this right here, if Melody would have been out of her feelings, but she can't face her lies. Like Ariane said, don't run now, that the tables are turned. Don't lose your appetite. What did Melody said? Melody, she went around and she said to Kiki that ain't nobody gonna make her lose her check, because she got her babies to feed. But all of a sudden, when everybody start calling her out, oh, I quit. I quit. Like they said, when it get heated, you start running, but don't run now. So now all of a sudden she wants to go ahead and she want to run. Like I said, when it comes to Melody, Melody can go and she can build a house, she can furnish the house, but she could never rest in that house. You remember when I said that? What did I say? I told you guys, I say Melody is building the house, she's furnishing the house, but she would never rest in the house. Everything that she built, somebody else come around and they take it away. So like I said, don't get mad with the messenger. Like I said, when it comes to this channel is not for everybody. I don't control nothing on nobody else's platform, and nobody gonna control nothing in here. And that's real talk. I stay in my lane. This right here is my lane. If I decide I want to go to other people's channels, which most likely I don't, but if I decide, I'm not gonna tell them what to do on their channel. But like I said, when it comes to this show right here, I don't take this show personal at all. You know? What did Carlos King said? Carlos King said that these people are entertaining us on a Saturday. So what he's saying that we should be out there touching grass. We should be doing something with our families and our friends, but what we doing? We watching these people. And the first thing that you guys want to go out there and say, oh, I'm not watching this Ariane gonna come on. Well, Ariane is a part of his reality. Ariane is a part of his story. I call this. Listen to what the prophetess is saying, which we should elevate. It's so much stuff that I want to go ahead and talk about that is going on in the real world. So much stuff. But this is where we at. So if this is where my people at, hey, I'm gonna meet you where you are. But don't get mad with the messenger. If you can't stand the heat, just say ouch. This child didn't ask to come. But you think that Martell was going to be able to continue, filming around his family? No. With these fake scenes, just like when it came to Trisha, that was fake. It was odd. It was weird. It made him even look corny. So tell his story. Tell his real life. This is reality. This is real world. Like I said during Sake, that's who he chose. We don't tell people who to choose. But you guys all in your feelings because Melody is no longer on that show. Like I said there and say, Melody does not cash those checks. Melody does not run this show. This is not Melody's show. This is Carlos King. This is his baby. Like I said, hey, if you don't like it, turn a channel that, that's going to accommodate you. And that's real talk. Check Your Boo says, it's not that serious for me either. Hold on, let me see if I can see, guys. She says, it's not that serious for me either. It's entertaining for me. And maybe other people have different reasons why they watch. Also, shout out to Martell and his determination to protect all of his kids. Absolutely. This man loved his children. We even heard Maurice. Maurice said that if Martell is not around his kids for a day, he started crying. This man loved his kids. And then you guys wanted to go out there and put out this false lie as if this man RP. Like I said, what next y'all was going to put up? It was no RP. I told you guys, you sitting there saying, oh, yeah, it was RP. No, they put that out because they know if you attach RP to someone's name, nobody wants to work with them. And like I said, I don't even think Melody wanted to do that. The only reason why Melody went ahead and pulled that out of wherever is because she didn't want it Ariane. Her nightmare, like I said, knock, knock, knock. You got door number 3, your worst nightmare. And you didn't want to face that because you handed your husband to Ariane, just like Ariane said, with her eyes closed, just like you handed that show right now. Everything that Melody built, everything that she put her hands on, it always ends up in somebody else's lap. And like I said, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Hey, Stylist. Stylist says, hello, Lady D and everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming in. I see that I got 20 people in here. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Because like I said, ain't no changing over here. No changing over here. I'm going to call it like it is. And do you think that Carlos King going to go and drop the ball? No. Ariane, Martell, and little Knox, Maverick, they are the main characters. They are the main characters. Ariane is walking in Melody's shoes that Melody went ahead and gave to her. Because Melody wanted to bite off a lie. She thought everybody was going to ride on this trauma bonding train without any freaking solution. We was looking for a solution. Everybody sitting there saying everybody jealous of Melody. Melody pretty. Melody got it going on. Well, show us what you're working with, girl. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to sit there and make it so easy for some joker to come around the corner. Like I say, I may not want it, but I promise you it wasn't easy for me. So if it wasn't easy for me, I'm not going to make it easy for you. And that's real talk. But Melody, she handed over because she thought that the grass was greener on the other side. But what she got? Door number 3. Wonk, wonk, wonk. And now you guys all upset. You guys all upset. You guys all upset. You guys upset because you thought that this was Melody's show. No, this was not Melody's show. Melody had you fooled. You wanted to lift up Melody. Now they ain't got nothing to talk about. So what they doing now? They stirring up drama because the main character, as they call, off the show. No, Melody know good and well from season one that was a lie. She know good and well that her and Martell was not together. She was doing whatever she was doing, and all this right here to me is allegedly had her bags booked and ready. These people put their business out there. She go whenever she want to go, come back when she want to come back. So all of a sudden they wanted to pitch a show, and it was not this show right here, Love and Marriage in Huntsville. It was some home preservation show. Now, what you going to see? You're going to see Martell and Ariane doing a home preservation show, something that Martell and Melody was thinking about doing. But like I said, they bit off a lie. You can't continue faking it until you make it. Because what? It's going to happen. Sooner or later, the truth going to slowly but surely find its way back home. Because everybody thought, hey, this was Melody's show. Wanted to go out there and dox and harass and threaten and boycott over a freaking woman. But where they at right now? All we hearing right now, crickets, 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 are making up some type of mess. But I ain't buying it. Because like I say, this is not my life. To me, this is for entertainment purpose only. As like Melody say, for Kiki. So why should I get upset about this? I stay in my lane. I say what I got to say. And once I say it, I clock off of this computer and I go about my business. I ain't got time to sit here and stir up no stuff. Like I said, this is a freaking reality show. Okay? But like I said, what you see right now, you are seeing Martell and his son. And most likely you're going to see absolutely that girl, Ariane Curry, because she is absolutely that girl, Ariane Curry. And why? Because Melody handed her an award, a big, huge golden award, gave her husband. Like I said, what trash to you may not be trash to somebody else. You gave your husband away. What man that you know that's going to come home from a hard day's work, tear down, build back up, come home, and you sitting on a sofa. The children, according to Martell, wasn't fed, had to help the kids with the homework, had to tuck the kids in the bed. You dreaming to be the next Beyonce. Couldn't please her. But now, like I said, somebody else has slid right in, and they're going to show you, hey, I'm going to show you how to make it work. And she ain't going to lose her man, honey. I've been was telling you guys that. You know I've been was telling you guys that. Come on, guys. You know I've been telling you from day one. I didn't change, and I'm not going to change. Ain't nobody going to make me change over here. Like I said there and said, nobody is not going to make me change over here, honey. I ride alone. I stand alone. And I'm going to say whatever I want to say. When I said, how I said, and whoever don't like it, that's something on you. If you can't stand the heat, hey, get out the kitchen. We got so many people talking about what you want to hear. So, like I said, if I got to be in here by myself, but the Most High God would never, ever allow me to be by myself. Because one thing about the truth does not need no defending. The truth will stand on its own. And that's real talk. Hey, Starbucks. She said, I can hold my own. Absolutely. Absolutely. We grown people in here. It's sad that we got to act like children over a freaking reality show, becoming enemies over a freaking reality show. You think I'm going to put up with that? No, indeed. Because like I said there and say, we all can take a piece out of this show right here. I've been telling you from day one, you know, something about this particular show, we all can relate to it. But do we stay wilding in our mess? No. We get up, we dust our feet up, and we move on. We don't just stay wilding in our mess. Everybody wants to stay on this trauma bonded train wagon. Oh, Melody, she been cheated on. Shit, we all been cheated on. Stay in a marriage, you'll be cheated on as well. Like I say, it takes two to tear down a house. Martell did not tear that house down by himself. Martell, like I said, Melody even said it. Martell treated her like a freaking queen. But she thought that the grass was green on the other side. So what she wanted to do? She wanted to get on this show. And once she got on this show, she wanted to go ahead and play this pity party. But I saw straight through you. I saw straight through you. Like I see straight through everybody else. Trust me, I be seen. I just let them sit there and play the hand. I let them play the hands. I be seen, but I don't have to entertain all this because this is not my life. This is not anything personal. Come on, guys. I see only 8 people, so you're nothing but trolls in here. The devil, you is a liar. You is a liar. 8 people that went ahead and hit like only, and 22 people in here. A bunch of trolls. A bunch of trolls, but that's all right. That's all right. But Chicken Boo says, I can't be around whining folks too long. Take accountability, self-reflection, stop the blame game. Me too. Me too. I can't be around whiny people. I can't be around people that's in a pity party because I have passed from death to life. And I don't want to go back to that. I want to see a solution. I want to know how I can pick up my boots and get back into position. I'm not going to give nobody that much energy to think that they have that much power over me. I'm not going to do that. And that's what Melody, she came on this show for 8, I don't know how many seasons this show. I don't know what season because they done skipped 7 and now they 9. I don't know what season these people on. But out of all the years that these people been on this show called Love and Marriage in Huntsville, it was centered around Melody, around her trauma, around she's been cheated on. But yet she said her husband never pleased her. Never pleased her. Long as she can sit there and keep putting her foot on that man's neck, using him as a cash cow, because that's all she was doing. She was using him as a cash cow. She was banking off of her pain. She was banking off of her pain. And it paid out so well until someone said, Melody. Melody. You know better than Martell. Now you allegedly got the security guard, a freaking security guard that you got to pay, having these children come downstairs and watching a security guard suck your toes. And I'm going to say all this is allegedly, but that's what they put out. And this security guard allegedly that they say was married. Pot meets kettle. Pot meets kettle. But yet, she couldn't face that because she know the truth was going to come out. Because if you went to the end of the earth to try to find out who Marcel was messing with, don't you think that they're going to find out if this man was married and if you was in a relationship with the security guard? Who gets that close with the security guard? Who? I had security guards in my business. Do you think that I'm going to get that close? Yes, we talk. But I'm not going to sit there after hours to have this man sitting in my house. You don't need to protect me no more. I'm not out there amongst these heathens. That's all they are, heathens. Okay. Starbucks say the rest are losers. She said variable solutions. Yeah, they didn't come up with no solutions. She also said Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. She made a song about it and she moved on. Absolutely. She wasn't going to get rid of her billionaire. No, indeed. Long as nothing was missing out of her house, you think that she was going to let a joker around the corner and scoop him up? No, she wasn't going to do that. But these silly women, the men, oh, he cheated because that's what the devil wants you to sit there and believe. That's what the devil wants you to believe. So you're going to go and you're going to throw in the towel. You're going to get rid of everything. That's what they wanted Tisha to do. Now, look what you're saying. Tisha, I mean, she's her husband building her dream house that's touching the daggone sky. She going to be looking at the clouds. Now, that's what you call sitting on the hill. Melody, she was making some videos talking about, oh, I'm sitting on top of the hill. Look like she gonna roll off the hill and look like Ariane and Martell gonna sit in that hill on that same house. Because everything that she has, somebody else's get. But who is building a house from the ground up? Because they was not going to get rid of their husband. Because she was looking at the bigger picture. Tisha saw that it was not about Dottie, Squatty, or anybody. It was about leaving legacies for her children and their children. They was breaking grounds. They ain't got time to sit there and listen to these bottom feeders. They ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw out of it. Don't get me upset. Don't get me upset. I don't have to get ghetto ratchet with you. I promise you, this is me. Real talk, unapologetic, non-biased. But Tisha wasn't going to leave her husband. Y'all thought that, oh, if I could sit there and get her cousin to come in and try to pay people to say that they slept with Marcel, Tisha was going to be a fool and leave her husband just like Melody did. Melody didn't wanted her husband because Melody sat there and thought that the grass was green on the other side. See, y'all don't like this type of talking. But that's all right. That's all right. Because there ain't no changing over here, honey. Checking your boots say whack when females say males didn't please them after the relationship is over. Hashtag stop the fake victim crying. Absolutely. Trying to say, oh, my husband, he never pleased me. Oh, he's a queen and all this other stuff. But yet you went down in front of all your friends in the public, went down on your own husband. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Miss Saint Melody, the one that calls for the 24-hour fast. And everybody say, well, that's her husband. Yeah, well, whatever you want to do in your bedroom, you do it. But you're not going to sit there and do things in front of me. When you asking all of us to sit there and come together and you putting head on your husband. Trust me. Oh my God, Lord, these are your people. Checking your boots said poor kids might have been traumatized due to selfish adults. Absolutely. And that's the part that had got me when I saw what this guy named Safari and what's the name? Erica Mena, I think that's what her name. When I saw that they had that altercation in front of the children, the first thing that I thought of when it came to Melody and Martell, just imagine the stuff that those kids saw in that home. If the little bit that we saw, throwing knives allegedly and lighting torches and pouring lighter fluid, pulling up plants. Just imagine what those children saw. So I believe right now, while Martell and Ariane together, he feel like he's in hog heaven. Oh my God, I can't believe it's finally peace because I was living all along with a Tasmania devil. A Tasmania devil. Like I said there and say, some people is not meant to sit there and be together or go all the way for the long haul. Because I truly believe that these people would have been tearing each other up. Because like I said, Melody thought that the grass was green on the other side. She thought that her thing didn't sink. She thought that, oh, I can leave and I can be booked and ready and go and get my peace. What woman that you know? What woman that you know that's married with small kids going to go and get them a hotel because they need their peace? Like my friend said, when she wants peace, what she do? She go and take her bubble bath. But no, not Melody. Melody Holt wanted to go and she wanted to get a hotel. I don't think that she was putting her thumb by herself. I don't think so. And then when Martell called her out, well, you cheated. Martell said, well, I've been begging you for years. What man that you know is going to continue begging his wife for years, what she's not doing in the relationship. But yet she go out and she do it to some joker out there. And it took Carlos King to pull it out of her. Who don't remember when they went down? Is that the norm? Look like it was the norm, huh? My God. Lord Jesus Christ. Checking Boo said, what will she do when the next male cheat on her? Keep leaving. Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that if she go into somewhere else, he gonna do the same thing. Like I say, all brooms and mops sweeps and cleans well once they brand new. But once they get old, you gonna be thrown in the closet with the rest of the old brooms and the mops, and that's real talk. That's real talk. Chicken Boo said, it's a house. There are many true wealthy males who give female material things and still cheat and do other betrayals. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, you can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. But it doesn't matter. Whatever this man do for her, she was never going to be happy because she thought that she was entitled. She thought the entire world was centered around her. And that's why she handed her husband over to someone else. And now, like I said, they got your life, your entire life. Things that you wanted. But like I said, sometimes we just got to be content with what God gives to us. Just be patient and wait on God. Everybody, soon in a minute, they have something, they're not happy. They're not satisfied. But like I said, what trash to you is treasure to somebody else. And I promise you, honey, she ain't going to give that man up. I wouldn't give him up. Not someone that's making my dreams come true. I don't even have to work. Ariana looks good. We had these old bottom feeders. Yes, them old bottom feeders, those leeches making hundreds of videos about Ariana, calling Ariana all out her name and saying this about Ariana. But Ariana was taken care of really well, living good. They couldn't even show themselves. Still can't show themselves. Hide behind the computer. And when they did, people was floating behind the back wall showing them how they was living. My God. Ariana, stop talking about it, because why would I sit there and talk about someone that lived on a dirty mattress at their parents' house with a child and they making hundreds and one videos, or one that said there, my God, looked like she just sit there and ate everything in sight, but yet she had every read. Now her channel is not on. Like I say, them trolls ain't gonna show themselves. But they spewed all that hate because they was sitting there trying to uplift one person. And when they pulled the curtains and saw them daggone trolls, nothing but trolls. But Ariana didn't want for nothing. This man took care of her really well, very well. And that's real talk. Okay. So also the problem is Tisha stood firmly that Marcel has never cheated. How foolish will it be if evidence proved differently? Kimmy was smart to say she doesn't know what Maurice has done. Yeah, I remember they talked about that recently at the reunion. But the thing about it is that, hey, if she love it, hey, who are we? I'm tickled to death if she love it. But the thing about it is that some people, they're not going to just get rid of their husband. They're not going to do that because, like I said, to them, they looking at the bigger picture. They're looking at the bigger picture. Also, Chicken Boost, I believe Mel and Marcel are in the same. They left their family to go have time alone or with somebody else. Could be. It could be. But, I think that, Mel went ahead and left because, and that's just my opinion, because I don't think that, nobody wanted to film with Melody anymore. And I don't think that Tisha, because we already done came out and said, hey, we can't stand to see Melody and Marcel filming with each other. It didn't make no sense because all the way from the very first season, Melody been after that marriage. So now we sitting there going to say, if now these two are friends. Melanie was fighting because she wanted to prove her to herself that, I want to see if Marcel is cheating over me, you know, make it make sense. I don't know, guys. But like I said there and say, this is what I call a reality show. And the ones that sit there saying, oh, we're not going to watch it, I promise you, they're going to be the first one to tune in because these people get paid. These people get paid to put on a show. And that's real talk. Checking Booth says, trash to one person may be a treasure to another person. Absolutely. If she love it, I like it. If she like it, I love it. Absolutely. And I'm gonna use that title. That's what I'm gonna use. It wasn't just Mel throwing jabs. Tisha was too. Yeah, all of them. All of them. But like the thing about it is when it came to Mel, Mel was the victim. Mel was her stuff didn't stink. Mel was the one telling people, "Oh, you better not talk about to other bloggers. Oh, you're talking about me." Never took accountability. Melody never ever took accountability. Never ever took accountability. And when people start calling out, like Kimmy was saying, Kimmy said at the reunion, what did Kimmy say? Kimmy said that Melody would call for meetings, when people were saying things about her to cast and they stay in for hours until they apologize. These people ain't gonna cater to Melody no more. No, they're not. And I wouldn't either. But like I said, Melody is gone. It's time for people to move on. Stop with these false stories, these false lies. Talking about the show is canceled. No, the show is not canceled. You're gonna know if the show canceled because I'm pretty sure everybody is going to sit and talk about it. They couldn't hide nothing like that. I wouldn't even hide it. Why would you want to hide that the show is not canceled? The show is canceled. Why would you want to hide that? The reason why most likely they didn't come out with it because they want you to got sit there and run with all those lies. But I wouldn't even have them running with the lies anymore. I would start sending out defamation letters, cease and desist letters, making them shut up. Stop these lies. Y'all not gonna play those lies no more. All the lies behind the scene, making up stuff. I mean, they took this man Martell and they nailed him to the cross. This man couldn't get away with nothing. We were sitting there saying, "Dad, what's going on? Is he the only man in the world cheat?" I mean, soon the minute he get over one thing, like he told Tasha K, God always vindicates him. But still, when he get out of one thing, then they put him in something else. But I told you guys, it was not going to stick. Martell told you it wasn't going to stick. And I truly believe how they going to go ahead and they're going to open up. I don't know what season it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be season 9 or 10, but they're going to open up with Ariane and Martell going to court, and also Martell picking up his child. I think that's exactly how they're gonna open it up. Now I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. Okay. Checking Boo say I keep saying this is business for callers. If they think they will outsmart callers, it's foolish. Absolutely. Let me read it again. I keep saying this is business for callers. If they think they will outsmart callers, it's foolish. Absolutely. They thought they were making up these daggone lies. I promise you, if you type anything that you want to hear and you put it out there, and when you Google it, it's going to show. So someone went ahead and they typed the show is canceled, and everybody ran with it, and it got in the algorithm. And when you Google it, it's going to say that the show has been canceled. You guys not going to fool us with that. We smarter than that. Okay, ain't nobody fell off the turnip trucks you guys. You overzealous fans. You always wanted this man's show to be canceled. It's sad. It's sad when we want a black owned network, a black owned show, a black owned cast. We want it to be canceled. Make it make sense. We are a bunch of crabs in the barrel, guys. Make it make sense. Chicken says, I said it a long time ago, the same folks who are building up Mel would tear it down. Absolutely. We've been talking like this from day one, right? This is nothing new. Everybody thinking, this is something new. No, we've been talking like this. The same goes for Tisha and any other person. Trust God. Be cautious of humans who are flawed and flicker. Absolutely. Hashtag mad day. Absolutely. That's why I sit there and say, when you say something, say what you want to get out. That's why I rise along, honey. My life is an open book. So nobody cannot use anything against me. I'm really introverted. So, I don't jump from channel to channel or even in my personal life. Maybe because, like I said, how I used to carry myself. But I'm not into all these different people in and out of my life. My mom always used to tell me, especially, don't have all these women in your house, in your business. And I took it from a child. I took it, especially into my marriage. I find so much peace when I ride alone. I find so much peace. And people say, oh, are you bored? No, I'm not bored. You stay out of mess. So I like it. I really like it. Okay. Checking Yabu says, I have been around a long time. The same folks who dig ditches for others fall in their own vomit. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why we have to be careful. We have to be careful who holding up our ladder, because the same ones that's holding up your ladder, watching you go up there, is the same ones that's going to shake you off. Trust me. Trust me. That's why we have to be careful, and especially when we dig ditches, because I promise you, there's one on the side just waiting for you to fall in. Waiting for you to fall in. Also, Star says there are bigger issues in real life than worrying about a script show. Absolutely. I mean, God been showing me so much. I'm not going to tell you no lie. All the stuff that is going on, how we got people uh sending out this what you call it, this scare tactic, fear mongers, and telling people, making people panic, and I mean so much stuff. And I've been telling you guys from day one, y'all need to watch my videos. Y'all be thinking I just be coming on here and I just be talking. Yeah, I might talk about the reality shows, but I also got meat in it. You just got to know exactly how to separate the foolish, the wheat from the grain. But I've been telling you, so much stuff is going on out there, and I'm going to talk about it. But like I said, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is just sit on the wall and just watch, because as you can see, already in the saw it in the spirit, that sooner or later they're going to end up turning on each other. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. The clock has struck zero. The clock has struck zero. We are right now in the book of Revelation and the book of Daniel. That's where we are right now. The clock has struck zero. You're going to see all those different countries. I saw all this in a dream. I saw the 10 horns and the 7 heads. Those nations are going to turn their back on the United States. Trust me. They're going to turn their backs on the United States. And that's what I want to talk about. I'm not going to just talk about these reality shows, because I already told you how the story was going to end. Come on, guys. We told you how the story was going to end. From day one, we never changed. We never change. Checking Boo says, be clear though, callers help to build mousers who are trying to destroy him. Hope he learned from the past. It always be like that. It always be the ones that's right here in your camp. It's not going to be a stranger that's going to try to tear you down. It always going to be the ones that's right here in your camp. Even Jesus, like I said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, if it was a stranger, I would have known. but it was people that he broke bread with, people that he ate, he slept with, people that he walked with, he talked with, people that was in his camp. Those are the ones that's going to betray you. We always thinking, oh, it's going to be a stranger. No, it never ever be a stranger. Because if it's a stranger checking your boo, you know so well you can shut your doors on a stranger. But what about if it's the ones that's in your camp? Those are the snakes. Those are the ones that you have to be careful. And when I saw Carlos King went down there to little old Huntsville, I'm thinking that he was going to talk to the ensemble cast. He was going to talk to everyone. What did he do? He went down there and he crowned Melody, put a crown and a sash over her instead of taking a pin and bust that bubble. Like I said, he helped make that monster. You are absolutely right. And now that same monster is trying to rise up against him because that's exactly what they do. Want his life. They always want something what they see somebody else have. Nobody is original. Make it make sense. Chicken Blue also says our parents taught us to keep family business our own. We are very close. We have regular family meetings, and the bonds is strong. Absolutely, and that's how it should be. But the thing about it is that we got to be careful when it comes to people because people, and I've been telling you guys from a very long time, people are assigned in your life to make your life a living hell. There are people that's on assignment. People will friend you. People will woo you. People will sit there and love bomb you just to get into your business. That's why I sat there and say, you have to keep your circle, your friendship circle very, very close because when mad day come, I promise you, that's when they'll sit there and let everything out. That's why I say, let your life be an open book. Let your life be an open book. But when you ride, ride alone. Ride alone. And I always rode alone. If anybody want to go out there and dox me, they'll sit there and say she rides alone. She stay to herself. So if I stay to myself in my real life, you think that I'm gonna let people that I don't know on these YouTube streets sit there and get all upset and all bothered and all ignorant with? I don't do it in my personal life. Because when you know who you are, you're going to stand alone and you're going to be content. And that's real talk. Hey, Soulless, Soulless is not a thought. She said, Carter Live just came out the bushes to say hello. I normally catch up on your content when I get a break. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Soulless is not a thought. On the wall where will turn it. Yes, absolutely. Judas. You know about those Judases? And like I said, I don't look at the Bible as pre-ancient stories. I look at it right now. We got Judases right now in the camp. Right there in the camp. They will smile in your face. They will laugh in your face. That's why I sat there and I told you, God has spoke to my spirit. He said there and say, it's time to sit there and cut grass. I'm thinking, when he put that in my spirit, cut grass, most people say go outside and cut grass. I ain't cutting grass, honey. I don't do that. But he said it's time to cut grass. So if you want to see the snakes, you got to cut the grass. And it always be the ones that you least expect. That's why I sat there and say, when you ride, ride alone. Because man, like I said, what Chicken Boo say? I'm gonna make sure I get that down. Fickle, man are fickle. Man are fickle. That's why the Bible says, let every man be a liar and let God's word be true. Even Peter, you're right. Even Peter went ahead and denied. Peter sat there and walked with him, talked with him, stroked him. Oh, Jesus, I would never deny you. We got a lot of them Peters right now. Peter didn't even want the even say, I died for you. He didn't even want to live for him. So when the cock crowed 3 times, what he did? He went and he ran. That's what they do. He ran. And when they get real friends, they don't know how to act. When they get real genuine people, because these people, especially when it comes on these YouTube streets, They think that, everybody is against them. So they pull up that wall and thinking that, oh, nobody can't be right because they've been hurt so much. Hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. But I promise you, I'm the type of person, if I got to hurt you, I will walk away. If I have to hurt you, I will walk away because everything that I got, it came from the Most High God, and I give Him glory. Man couldn't give it to me, and man can't take it away from me. So I don't have to sit there and put my foot on someone in order to come up. Because anytime when you got to come up off of somebody else's back or through the back door, it won't last. Only what you do for God, because a thief only comes through the back door. A thief is only one that's going to ride off of other people's anointing. I'm used to this. I've been through this. I've been through the fire, especially when it comes to people, how people only around you just to stifle your anointing. I've been around jealousy people. I've been around people that's finicky, fake. I'm gonna get it right, fickle. I'm gonna get it right. Trust me. Also, not keeping it real without network wouldn't. Let me read it. Not keeping it real without network wouldn't be no callers. Without callers wouldn't be no Martell, Mel, and Cass. Without Martell, Mel, Cass wouldn't have this chance, and callers wouldn't have a show in Huntsville. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing about it is that we get so content. You know, we can't sit there and work together. It's no unity in the Black community. It's no unity with us. Because I promise you, if they all would have put their pride on the side and just be truthful from the very beginning, this show would have been so powerful. Just to see when now that Martell, he had an outside affair and a child came in the mix of it, and the siblings meeting up with with their brother, their other sibling. I would want to see that because this is stuff that is happening right now, especially when it comes in the Black community. How so many people have outside children. It will show us that we all can take a piece of this right here, because I'm pretty sure it's people right here. I can even say that. I can speak for it myself. When it comes to outside children, that was real. But we get our feelings. We got to get out of our feelings because, like I said, we all can take a piece when it comes from this particular show called Love and Marriage in Huntsville, because we all been through it. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna get it right. I might have to say it 100 times, but I'm gonna get it right. Fickle and fraud. Fickle humans. Fraud humans. Yeah, fickle and fraud. But the thing about it, everybody want to walk around like they got it all together. Or when they sit there and they see genuine love, people that actually love them, they want to go around and they want to hurt those people. Make it make sense. Because, like I said, we got a lot of hurt people, especially when it comes to women and men too. Men been hurt too, especially our Black community as a whole been hurt. We all need to be sitting on the couch. We all need to get what's due to us because those generational curses has passed down. And now we just trickling it down to one generation after another generation where we hurt everybody that comes our way. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like I said, this is a lot, guys. And we got to absolutely denounce pride. If Melody would have had an open mind, They could have shown the world how to embrace absolutely blended family. Yes, I couldn't think of that. Blended families in healthy ways. She got caught up and lost focus. Absolutely. And she even talked about it, Chicken Blue. You remember when Melody had talked about it? I don't know if it was on the show or at the reunion where she was saying that, yeah, I think it was at the reunion that the children going to have to meet their siblings. And even Carlos King had said, when are you going to tell the other siblings that, they have outside, well, they have another brother. So that could have been their chance right now. And I promise you, they would have the entire world bowing down to that show in Love and Marriage in Huntsville. It would have been on the map because it's something that we all could have related to. We all could have related to it, you know? Thank you. Thank you. Now everybody's imperfect. Absolutely. We all imperfect. We all been through stuff. I will be sitting here telling you a lie that, oh, I have it all together. You don't have to try to trick me to sit there and for me to start running to my running like diarrhea, but I won't run to diarrhea with you. I don't have to tell you nothing but what I want to tell you. Okay? But what I want to tell you, because like I say, ain't nobody have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. If I want to tell my business, I tell my business. If I don't want to tell my business, I don't have to tell my business. If I want to put up a facade, that's something on me. When people behind the computer, they can be whoever they want to be. But like I said, when it comes to my life is an open book. I have nothing to hide. And that's real talk. Hey, country. Country girl says, good afternoon, unapologetic real talk with Truth Tellers. Thank you for coming in. But I have nothing to hide. But like I said, this right here, guys, I got one more minute. One more minute. This is a freaking reality show. And we have become enemies over a reality show. We got to get out of our feelings. It shows a lot about us and we taking this stuff so personal. It tells a lot about us. We're not getting paid. I know I'm not getting paid. Carlos King haven't paid me a dime. But I stand on my truth because to me, this right here, it's like, I can take a piece. I can learn from this. I've been through this, you know? Chicken Boo said, but I don't want it all on Melody. She has no long on the show. I truly believe it. Let's see how the cast handle closed lens on their lives as they had on Melody and Martell. Ain't no running. Absolutely. I totally agree. But the thing about it is that's what I want everybody to see. We couldn't learn anything about no other cast on that show because everything was evolved around Melody. But now that Melody is out the picture, I want to see everybody play a part of what they're doing in their personal life, including when it comes to Martell and who he's with. But I don't want to see nothing fake. I don't want to see Martell running around with Trisha talking about, I remember this. I remember. I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that anymore. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, um, Also, Chingy Boo says, but I don't. Absolutely, I read that one. Yeah. So, guys, look, I'm gonna close it up. But like I said, I ain't got time. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and after that, I am done. I don't have time to sit and entertain all the drama when it comes to other content creators. Whatever they want to go and talk about, whatever they want to say, let them say. This is where I want to be in my little corner, even if I got to be in here by myself. I'm going to still come on, rain, sleep, or snow. Sometimes I remember it used to be only me and one or two other people. And I still put on a show. I still stood on my truth. So like I said, ain't nobody going to control nothing over here. Nobody is going to tell me what to say, when to move, what to put on, what to take off. Nobody is going to do that. I have no ill feelings with no one. And as for when it comes to butterfly, I have no ill feelings when it comes to butterfly. I like butterfly. I had no problems with butterfly. Butterfly injected herself, but I'm done with all that. But I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do, and that's my business. That's my business. And I'm not afraid of nobody. I promise you, I've been through hell and back. What you looking at? Let me show you my face right now. Because see, I don't hide my face. So if you want to call me a grizzly bear, call me a grizzly bear. Call me whatever you want to call me. But I'm not afraid of nobody because I know man does not have a heaven or hell to put me in. I've been through hell. I've been through what you call the loader board. You couldn't get no lower than what I've been through. And when God raised me back, honey, I am like a freaking cave woman. A freaking cave woman. So you looking at a freaking cave woman. If you want to call me a grizzly bear, whatever you want to call me, but I promise you, don't mess with me because I chew you up and spit you out. I've been through hell and back. So if I've been through hell and back when it came to my own people, you think I'm gonna let these freaking reality of these people on this platform to sit there and try to run me? You got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. I promise you, what you see is the real me. The real me. But you mess with me, you cross me. I promise you. You better make sure you have your T's crossed and your I's dotted because I will come after you. I've been through hell. And I promise you, when God raised me up, I come with a two-edged sword, and that's real talk. And especially when it comes to these rap shows, I ain't got time for that drama. I stay in my lane. People stay wherever they want to stay. Don't control nothing here. Don't tell me to take nothing down. Don't tell me nothing that's on my platform. Like I said there and say, if you don't like what's on this platform, you go somewhere else. People that's going to tickle your ear. But if anybody got to say this, anything to me and they know me, you call me. If I don't answer my phone, you email me. I promise you, I'll get back with you, and that's real talk. So I'm done with that. I am done. But I promise you, I'm not scared of nobody, and that's real talk. Okay, it's not what's happening. I'm done with it. I'm done. People are seriously delulu. Absolutely. The problem is her peeps check certain folks about names calling, but fail to check butterfly for name calling. Let me see the peeper. The problem is her peeps check certain people about name calling, but fail to check butterfly for name calling. Absolutely. Butterfly ain't never apologized to me. Butterfly called me a grizzly bear. Yes, she did. Hiding behind the computer. Hiding behind the computer. And you think that I'm gonna sit there and just forget about it? Heck no, until I'm ready to forget about it. Because like I said, I ain't scared of nobody, but I promise you, if anybody dox me, you let me know if they dox me. You let them know. You better make sure that everything in your house is intact. I promise you. And that's real talk. I don't care if someone called me out of my name. They are doing nothing in my life. I will play with them, though, smoke where you at. I ain't got time for that either. I ain't got time to play for with these people. Like I said, when I was a child, I play games. I ain't got time. I don't jump in and out of people channels. And like I said, I stay in my lane. I'm not gonna do all this content beef. I don't know nothing about a beef. What you call that? A beef sector. I never even been in a beef sector. Like I said, the most that you might get out of me, and that's Love and Marriage in Huntsville, because I don't even really watch TV. And when I do watch TV, it always be on the news. If I turn my screen around right now, you're going to see it's on the news. Or maybe, probably watch a little tennis. But I don't get into all this entertainment stuff. I'm about real life issues. I'm about stuff that is going on that's matter right here where we are, especially when it comes to my people. I like to talk about, if you want to get my attention, I like to talk about my spirituality. and I like to talk about stuff that's historian. I like to talk about Black history. So anything that's about those two, you got my attention. Anything about these reality shows, trust me. The only reason why I talk about love and marriage in Huntsville because I truly believe that we all can take a piece out of this, and that's real talk. But I ain't got time for that. I promise you, I'm not going to entertain these people. You sit there and act however you want to act by yourself. Don't send me nothing no more. I don't want to hear if they talking about me. They talking about my father, and that's it. So, like I said, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. Because the last person that tried to talk about me, they end up with a freaking hole in their hands. Okay, and that's real talk. So, on that note, you all be blessed.